Okay. So let me repeat. When you first open Excel, the active cell is A1. And all you have to do is type. You don't have to click. You don't have to double click in order to enter anything in an active cell. If it's active, it means that it's ready to receive any data that you want to enter. So that's why you have to be careful when a cell is active that has data in it already. You have to be careful not to replace the data, because that's what's going to happen, right? So let's go to the Excel daily exercise and make Monday the active cell. So it's active. Today is what, Thursday? So go ahead and type Thursday. And you can see it replaced. Now Thursday replaces Monday. Let's do Control Enter to finalize and remain there. And in Excel, text is called labels and numbers are called value. Labels are aligned on the left side of the cell. Values are aligned on the right side. So values can be any numbers, dates, and formulas. Now, the default width of a cell is 8.43 characters. So let's go to daily exercise. Click in cell E1 and type, let's use the number 2. Type the number 2 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can see it almost completely fills the cell because we have 8 characters in the cell. A character can be a letter or a number. So if we add an extra 2, you can see that half of it is in cell E1 and the other half is in cell F1. Press Control Enter. Oh no, maybe I should use, it expanded when we press Control Enter. So let's click in G, G1. Let's type the letter M 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, not M. Not M. Backspace to remove that. Let's try A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then when you add an extra 1, when you add a 9th A, you can see part of it is in G1 and the other part is in H1. Let's press Control Enter. I hope it doesn't expand the cell, Control Enter. Oh, now, okay. So the number didn't work with the numbers. It just, oh, excuse me again.
Excuse me, Miss Yolanda.
Yes.
You're still sharing the page with us.
Oh, geez. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, geez. Okay. Okay, I'll have to deal with that later. Okay, sorry. Oh, geez. Okay, where were we?
We are trying to fill a cell
Mm-hmm.
and tell that the information is still in the same cell. looks like they are using 2 cells, but they're still in 1 cell.
Right. Okay, great. So the you can see 8 A's in cell G1, and then the 9th A, part of it is in G1, the other part is in H1. So click in I1, type your full name. Before you finalize, you can see that your name is in both I1 and J1. Even after you finalize, go ahead and finalize with Control Enter. Even after you finalize, you can see that part of your name is in I1 and part in J1. So that's going to happen every time if the cell to the right is empty. If the cell to the right is empty, it will look as if what you typed is in both of the cells. But go ahead and double click in cell J1. Is there anything there?
No.
No.
There's nothing in J1. And now if you type Computer Basics 2, and finalize with Control Enter, you will see that your name does not extend into J1 anymore, because now J1 has something in it. And then it continues. K1 looks like it has what you typed in J1. It seems like it has part of it in K1. But that's only because K1 is empty. Any questions about that? Okay. So we can, in order to see what's in I1, you can widen the cell. There are 2 ways to widen the cell. We can use the, what's the name of that again?
Column resizing.
The what?
Column resizing.
Oh, right, thank you. You can use the column resizing cursor by placing it on the column divider between column I and column J. So if you put your mouse pointer right there on the column divider between column I and column J, you see the column resizing cursor. You can click, hold, and drag to the right until you think you have everything, and let go, and there you can see the full name. Let's try to do it the second way with Computer Basics 2. You put your column resizing cursor on the column divider between column J and column K, and you double click. That's the better and faster way. Any questions about that? Okay. So you already talked about finalizing?
No.
No? Okay. So there are several ways to finalize an entry in a cell. Okay, let's click in A4. Type Monday. So when you're finalizing, you can think about what you're going to do next. Are you going to work in the cell to the right? Are you going to work in the cell above? Are you going to work in the cell below? Or are you going to work in the cell to the left? Or do you want to remain in that same cell? So we already have practiced Control Enter. When you press Control Enter, you finalize your entry. It's important to finalize your entry because you can see we have typed Monday. We haven't finalized it. So if we continue to type and enter data, it's going to go in cell A4. But we only want Monday to be in cell 4, cell A4. So that's why you have to finalize, right? And when you press Control Enter, it does two things. It finalizes your entry and it remains, it keeps A4 as the active cell. That's what Control Enter does. So let's say you want to go to the cell to the right. Which key do you think you should press on the keyboard to go to the cell to the right?
Up.
F3.
Up.
What?
Maybe F3.
Oh, geez. 1 second.
Yes, do you remember the moving around arrows?
The right arrow.
Right.
Mhm.
We cannot use tab. Can we use tab too?
Yeah, you can use tab too. Mhm. You can try with the right arrow or you can try with the tab key.
Okay. Yep.
If you want to move move down, you use there is two options to move down to, right? If you want to move from to cell A5.
Enter.
And what else?
And
Down arrow.
down arrow.
Yes. Enter in the down arrow.
Okay, sorry again. What was that?
It is
We were just talking about the moving around.
Yes.
Finalize. And
Which one?
finalize.
Monday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you just ask them how to move to the right.
Right.
Yeah. And they answer about that tab key and the right arrow.
Right. Well, yes, both of them will take you to the right.
Mhm.
Also, you
Okay.
can just click the white cell.
I'm sorry?
Just click.
Oh,
Well,
right. Yes, you can click your mouse. Click in the cell to the right. So there are 3 ways that you can do it. Tab, right arrow key, and click. Now let's type Tuesday. If we want to go to the cell below, I'm sorry, if you want to go to the row below, because sometimes you don't know if it's going to take you to the cell below or it will take you to another cell in the row below. So what would you use to go to the cell below?
Down arrow.
Mouse
Right.
click.
Down arrow,
Enter.
enter,
Mouse click.
or
Mouse click.
Click.
mouse click, yes. Double click it on Tuesday. Sometimes if you press enter, it will take you to A1. Sometimes it just keeps you in the cell below. Okay. So let's use the tab key to go to C5 and type Wednesday. Now, if you want to finalize and go to the cell to the left, what would you do?
Control enter.
Control enter. Are you
And
sure
left
it's control enter?
And double click.
To the
on
left,
the horizon.
to the left.
left arrow.
You can use left arrow. You can use
Click the cell.
the
Control. The shift tab.
you can use shift tab, right? Everyone remembers that? Shift and tab will take you left. And click, mouse click will take you left. Okay, let's click on Wednesday. And what if we want to go up?
So I prefer mouse click. And also you
Mouse
can
click, what
up
else?
arrow. Up arrow.
Up arrow, what else?
And
Shift and enter.
yeah, should.
Okay, so those, oh, another way. Okay, so now type Thursday. Another way to finalize and remain active in that same cell. What's another way? Oh, come on, I can't do this anymore. Okay, another way would be to go to the formula bar, and the box to the left of the formula bar has an X, a check mark, and an FX. Everyone sees that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so put your mouse pointer on the check mark. What does the screen tip say?
There.
Enter.
Yes. So when you click that, it's like control enter. Actually, it's just like control enter. It finalizes and it keeps that cell active. Any questions? We already know that active cells containing a formula, when you finalize the formula, the active cell will contain the result of the formula. But if you look in the formula bar will display only the formula. The formula bar will never display the result of the formula. Well, there are two ways to edit data in a cell. So let's say you want to go to J1, where we have Computer Basics 2. If you want to edit, what are two ways to edit?
Click.
Type.
Click. If you
Just
click.
select and type.
No, we want to edit. Remember, edit is to change what's in there, not to replace it.
Double click.
Double click, right? When you double click, you have more control of where the insertion point is going to go, right? So let's say you want the insertion point to go between computer and basics. So you put your mouse pointer right there and you double click. And then you can enter whatever you want to enter. Press Control Enter. Another way, anyone remembers another way to edit? With the FN key. Okay, find the FN key on your keyboard. It's to the right of the Control key.
Yes.
Does everyone see the FN key?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to, if you're using a school computer, because they have those computers set up differently. If you're using a school computer, you have to press the FN plus F2 function key at the top. So you press the FN and F2 key. If you're not using a school computer, all you have to do is press F2. So go ahead and press either FN plus F2 or just press F2, depending on which computer you have. Go ahead. And you can see the status bar says edit. And your insertion point is blinking. So every time you use F2 or FN plus F2, the insertion point will always be at the end of the data that's in the cell. And then you could either use your I-beam to move the insertion point, or you can use your arrow keys to move the insertion point. Any questions? So let's say we want to change it to Computer Basics 2 class. So we press our space bar and type class. And then we do Control Enter. Oh, I was in the wrong place. I was not under in formatting, and I'm so sorry. Oh, today is such a mess. What a mess. When we enter text. What's that?
Yeah, we just do the beginning, but you were on the right place at the beginning, Ms. Yolanda.
No, I was in entering data in a worksheet, not in entering and formatting labels.
But you explain what is the difference between labels and values. You explain how to finalize. You explain how to. Yeah, that's what
we already did that though.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to be entering and formatting labels. So when we enter text in a cell, we can use the formatting commands that we used in Word. We can use the, on the Home tab, we can use the font group to format. We can use the paragraph group to format, and we can use the styles group to format. In the font group, you can see the difference between the Word font group and the Excel font group. The Word font group has a whole lot more commands than the Excel font group. The Excel font group is very basic. The paragraph group, in Excel, it looks like there's more, but it's just wider. I think Word has more commands in Excel. I mean, Word has more commands in the paragraph group than Excel has in the alignment group. But you can notice that Excel does not have bullets. You cannot apply bullets in Excel. Instead of bullets, they put the vertical alignment right above the horizontal alignment. And something else that Word has is the indent commands, decrease indent and increase indent. Everything else in Excel alignment group is things for Excel only, like the orientation, the one that says AB, that's the orientation, the wrap text, and the merge and center. Let's look at the styles group. In Word, the styles group is only one gallery with a lot of different options. In Excel, there are 3 different galleries that do different things. Okay, so we're going to enter data and begin to format. Let's go to Excel. Let's go down to the Sheet tabs and click the plus sign, the New Sheet button, to open a new worksheet. So this worksheet is going to be our yearly budget. So let's type yearly budget. And press enter to go down. So we are going to enter starting with January. So type January. Do Control Enter. And we're going to use the autofill cursor or the fill tool. We're going to use the fill tool to autofill all the way to June. So everyone remembers where to get the autofill or the fill tool?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead. use the fill tool and to the right, we're gonna go to the right until the screen tip says June. If you go beyond June, just go back to the left until you go back to June. That's all we want: January, February, March, April, May, and June. But I forgot something. I need another column to the left of column A. There are two ways to do this, probably maybe more, but the fastest way that I can think of to add a column to the left of column A is to go ahead and put your cursor, your mouse pointer on the A of column A, then right click and click insert. Does everyone see insert?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and click insert, and there's our column. Everything else moves to the right. So now click in column A, in cell A3. And we're going to just consider that we live in an apartment, okay? So the first thing every month is the rent, right? So type rent.
Yolanda, can you give me a minute, please?
What?
I add the column on the top, so I have to redo it.
I don't understand what you're saying.
When I add the column, I made mistake. So can you give me a minute, please?
She's asking you for a minute. To wait a minute.
Are you able to do it on your own?
How do you add the column on the?
Are you able to do it on your own? Do you need help?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. How do you add it?
No, that's not what you asked me.
I
You
say
said-
first I had to redo it, so I redo it. So how do I add the column?
Okay, so you put your mouse pointer on column A, put it right there on the letter A,
Okay,
and right click
Okay.
and click insert.
Okay, hold on. It's not a minute. Right.
You got it?
1 minute, please. Yes, I do.
You got it now?
Yes, yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
now in A3,
Mhm.
in A3, type
Mhm.
rent.
No, thank you.
Okay, now everyone press enter. So the next thing would be you gotta eat, right? So groceries, type groceries. Press enter. Then the next thing I guess would be your electric. Type electric. Press enter. The next thing would be your gas. Type gas and press enter. Electric gas. What?
Cell phone?
Telephone, yes. Telephone.
Unknown caller.
Okay. So now we're going to use the font group. to apply formatting. So click yearly budget, that's B1. And let's change the font. So the default font is Calibri. So click the arrow, the drop-down arrow to the right, and choose whatever font you want to apply. And you can also increase the font size. So you can increase the font to 14. And you can change the font color if you'd like to. Okay. And then we want to format the months. So select January through June. Select all of them. And we're going to go to the styles group. We're not going to use conditional formatting because that is for something different. We are not going to use format as table because that's for the whole table. So you can use this format as table and not have to choose and pick what type of formatting you want to do like we are doing right now. Or you can click cell styles. Everyone sees cell styles?
Yes.
So the top one where it says good, bad, or neutral, this is when you have values. You're doing looking at numbers that, let's say, the numbers are not what you want them to be. So you would choose bad. If the numbers are what you want them to be, you would choose good. If it's in between, you would choose neutral. And then data and model, that's for different things. If we go down to titles and headings, we have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4. We have title and we have total. So let's choose, let's try heading 3. Choose heading 3. When we choose heading 3, we can also go to the alignment group and to the right of the vertical alignments, we have AB, that's the orientation command. Let's click that. And let's choose angle counterclockwise. There we go. And then we want to select all the things that are part of the budget. We want to select rent all the way through telephone. And let's see what type of formatting we're going to apply here. Let's say we apply make it bold. Let's change the font color. I would probably want to choose a blue to match the months. And change the font size to 12. And let's resize column A. So put your mouse pointer between, on the divider, on the column divider between A and B, and double click. And we also want to use this this command that's in the alignment group. It's called merge and center. What merge and center does is it merges all the cells that you select, merge them all into just one cell. And it also centers the text. So let's go to the alignment group and look for merge and center and click the drop down arrow. Anyone does not see merge and center? Okay, there are several options. There's merge and center, there's merge across, there's merge cells, and each of them does something different. And then the last one is on merge cells. So if you want to change something in a cell that is merged, you have to unmerge it. So we're going to choose the default because you can just click the merge and center command to apply the default, which is that first one, merge and center, without clicking the drop down arrow. So let's go ahead and choose, oh no, we haven't.
had to select You had to select.
We're gonna select A1 through G1 because we want to center it all the way across all the data we are going to enter. So let's go, we can just click the merge and center command because that's the one we want. So click merge and center. And you can see it merges and centers. We'll do the numbers another day. So let me see what comes next. Okay, so we have used the fill tool, fill handle. We have done merge and center. Now alphabets, symbols, or number data can be easily deleted using backspace or delete keys on the keyboard. However, if you want to, if you have formatted data in any way and you choose to delete, okay. Okay, so let's go back to our worksheet. And let's go to sheet 1. So go down to the bottom and click the sheet 1 tab.
Hello.
Huh? Hello? Okay. So let's say we select on sheet 1, we select A1 all the way through J1. And we apply bold. Let's increase the font to 14. We apply font color. We center horizontally in the alignment group. Look for center, so center. Let's go ahead and delete, press delete. So you delete all of that, right? So now click in A1. Type your first name. Now what happened? You deleted what was inside the cell, but you did not delete the formatting that's in the cell. The formatting remains. Let's press tab twice. Let's go to C1. Type your last name. See, the formatting is still there. Press tab twice. Type Carlos Rosario. And the formatting is still there. Press Control Enter. The formatting is still there. So you can go individually, cell by cell, and just change all the formatting. Undo the bold, undo the font size 14, undo the font color, undo the alignment. Or you can select all the cells, A1 through E1.
Mr. Londas,
Huh?
I'm leaving. I have to go somewhere. Sorry.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Have a good afternoon. So we can go to the editing group on the Home tab and look for the clear command. So click clear. So there are a bunch of different things you can clear. You can clear all, you can clear formats, you can clear contents, you can clear comments, you can clear hyperlinks. So we don't have any comments, we don't have any hyperlinks. We're not going to clear all. We're going to begin by clearing formats. Go ahead and click clear formats. See? It takes us back to the original. That takes us back to font size 11. It removes the bold, it removes the font color, and it removes the alignment, the center alignment. So all of those were formatting that were applied before. And the clear formats removes all the formats. There are certain formats that it doesn't remove, however. And we'll look into that another time. But let's say you want to clear contents as well. Okay, so go to the clear command, click on it, and click clear contents. But remember, if you clear contents and don't clear formats, the same thing is going to happen. the formats, when you clear contents and you begin typing again, the formats are still there. So if you need to remove everything, the formats and the contents, you click clear. Wait, let's undo first. Let's undo. Let's undo once. Let's undo again. And so that we get all the contents and the formats. So now let's go to the clear command in the editing group. Click on it and click clear all. So now click in A1, type your first name, press Control Enter. Any questions about that? Okay. Okay, that's editing. We're finished. And then I have to fix this. This is. So tomorrow we're going to begin with entering and formatting values. So that's when we're going to put the numbers in our worksheet. So on page 20, there's a short exercise. Entering and formatting labels. So you can do that to practice formatting. Okay. Do we have any questions? I like formatting values. It's fun. Labels is nice, I like it, but I enjoy formatting values because formatting labels is a lot like Word. You use the same commands as Word, but formatting values, that's unique to Excel. So I think you'll feel the same way tomorrow when we do formatting values. Once again, I apologize for all the interruptions and the difficulties with class this morning. So,
Hallie,
Me?
Hallie, do you have clear what is the difference between values and labels now? She's freeze.
Yes, thank you.
yeah, you're frozen. Yeah, you are frozen for a little bit.
Mhm.
Now you're frozen again.
I understand now.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so if there are no questions, have a good afternoon and see you all here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Miss Yolanda. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay,
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
see you tomorrow.
Have a good afternoon.